Hello everyone and welcome to the video where I can show you how you get your website at the top with no backlinks. Now this is going to be a tactic called internal linking, and this is super important to make sure your website gets to the top and stays there. My name is Dawson Skorcheski and I'm a real estate investor based out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where I do websites across the nation for real estate investors. I built my website at the top of my market and do around $250,000 and do top line revenue of $750,000 per year doing wholesale real estate and flipping. Now, if you enjoy this video, feel free to give it a like and comment below if you have any questions. All right, everybody, thank you for clicking on this video here. This is my part 5 of my series of getting real estate investor websites up to the top for their keywords. So if you haven't checked out part 1, feel free to check it out. But for right now, I want to just go over internal linking, which is my favorite way to get a website at the top without really having to have much backlinks. I think if you have the right on-page on your service pages and everything like that, and you internally link all of your stuff properly, because I know last unit we did location pages and supporting content. So linking your homepage, your supporting content, your location pages all together, I think is going to be absolutely wonderful for your rankings. So right now, I have a graph in front of me for our competitor in San Antonio specifically. I know I've been niching down to this one client that I'm starting from start to finish. So right now, I just wanted to show internal linking and kind of how I do this for each website here. So before I started the website, I noticed that I wanted to have this guy's website as a homepage specifically for San Antonio. So me and the client together both realized that I think it would be more beneficial to get more return on their money for doing San Antonio and the surrounding cities instead of more of a statewide and things like that, right? So this is kind of how we have it set up, and it's very comparable to this chart here. So I wanted to kind of explain this and show you. So this is the #1 guy in San Antonio. This is exactly what they're doing, and this also goes back to competition analysis when we were seeing, okay, this is what is on their page, and this is how they're doing it. This is the backlinks they have, whatever. But internal linking is also very important in that, and this is a very good example. So if we go right here, we can obviously see that the top money page is exactly how we're going to do our site as well, and have it as the top level page for Sell My House Fast San Antonio, right? So this is his main level homepage, and as you can see, he's linking to multiple other pages, multiple. It's a tree, right? And that's kind of how it's supposed to be, because the top level homepage has the most power, and that's why in this case we are using our homepage for San Antonio, is because it has the most power due to the competition, right? And so in this case, this is something where, as you can see down here, he's got a location page here, he's got selling a house subject to, that's a blog page, pre-foreclosure blog page, Canyon Lake, and other locations. So basically what he's going to do is, as you can see with this chart, is on his main homepage specifically, if we go over there, you can see with the chart as well that he is linking. So down here you can see his location pages as well as his supporting content. So what I gathered from this was like, okay, I'm going to go to my client and I'm going to say, you know what, our homepage is going to rank to or link to our location pages and our supporting content, all relating to San Antonio specifically, and suburbs and surrounding cities of San Antonio are a part of that, right? So and including supporting content. So that's what we need to do here in this case. So if we go back to my client's website, this is something that we need to do, right? So right here is kind of how I'm on the main homepage here, so nothing too crazy. So what we're going to do is in the bottom of the page, I'm going to link to the locations, all the location pages that I have, right? That are around San Antonio. So right here, these are all the locations that we have, right? So I'm going to put all of these links down in this chart right here. And in this bottom chart here, I am going to link all of the supporting content that's related to San Antonio specifically. Now, this is super important. We can only link to things that are related, right? Because if you can see over here in this chart, he's only linking to things related because, by example, so his location page here, and we'll get to this here in a minute, but his location page here is linking to this, we buy fire damaged houses in Helotes, right? So this is only related to Helotes specifically, and there's a reason that this is ranking back to his location page, right? It's because it's related. He's not linking this back to the San Antonio page. I can promise you that, just because of the relation, right? So once we go here, I'll also show you more examples here. So that's what we're going to do on our homepage. We're going to link to all of our locations and all of our supporting content related to San Antonio. For example, if you ranked or linked to Seattle, If you're trying to rank for Seattle, you're going to link to all your location pages around Seattle, and also link to all of your supporting content related to Seattle, right? So then in the location page, this is the next step. This is the tier 2, right? And so what you're going to do on your location pages is you are going to link to your other locations involved besides itself, right? So you're not going to link to Burn, Texas, right? Because this is the Burn, Texas page right here, as you can see. You're not going to link to this, right? But what we're going to do is link to all the other locations, right? Including San Antonio, just not itself. And then also, if you decide to write any supporting content specifically for Burn, Texas, right? So say a suburb of Seattle, if you specifically write how to sell your house in pre-foreclosure, in a certain suburb of Seattle, you need to make it relevant to that city specifically. You cannot mix and match here. You need to be spot on with what you do. So with this internal structure, this is what we're going to do with the location pages linked to the other cities. And I didn't make any supporting content for this specific location, so we're not going to link to anything there. So that's the second part. So if we go back to here, it's going to go back to, okay, here's the supporting content that we're also linking out to, right? So we're going to go to supporting content. This is a piece of supporting content that we made for him, right? So looking to sell your house fast with foundation issues in San Antonio, right? So as you can see right here, the only link that we have in this linking back to something is our homepage. We're only linking back to our homepage because this is absolutely relevant, right? This is talking about San Antonio foundation issues, how to sell your house, right? 100%. And so what we're going to do in this case for the blog pages is we are going to link out to all the other pieces of blog pages, right? We're going to link to the other blog pages related to San Antonio. So this is kind of a quicker video, but I wanted to run through this as internal linking is super important. So what we're going to do is with this graph, as you can see, the homepage is going to link out to, and I have a guide on this, so if you feel free to click the link below if you want to get the guide. It's completely free on how I do this. But what you're going to do is you're going to start with your top homepage, right? It's going to link out to your location pages and your supporting content related to only San Antonio, right? And then what you're going to do with your location pages is link to the other location pages, and if you have any supporting content for that specific location, then do it, right? But in this case, in my mind, we're going to do location pages linking to the other location pages and then linking also back to the San Antonio page. Third, we're going to do the supporting content, which is linking back to the homepage, but it's also linking to the other supporting content with San Antonio only, right? So that is the basic internal linking structure of this video here, and that's what I'm going to do for my client. And so that's pretty much it as far as internal linking. You just need to make sure you do it correctly. And this is a great example of showing, okay, homepage down to supporting content. Oh, and also down to locations, right? And then those locations will go to their own supporting content and other locations. Then that supporting content will link back to the homepage and also the other blog pages. And we need to make sure we do this correctly, because if it's not done correctly, Google will not understand on what we're ranking. So if you have any questions on this, feel free to DM me, comment below, ask me a question, or book a call with me, and I'd be happy to help you out with this. But it's something that's a very simple process. You just need to make sure you're doing it correctly, right? So feel free to watch this video. I know I spit really fast here, but feel free to watch the video and let me know if you have any questions with this. But this is how you're going to get your website ranked with very little backlinks here. So thanks again. Thank you so much for watching my video on internal linking. If you need to start your website for a real estate investor, feel free to click down below for part 1 to start the entire series. If you want to work with me, click the link below and we can book a call with me.